0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Wow.
Good blocking. Beats
But they kick no field goals, I see.
End result, touchdown.
I can't kick field goals either.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Definitely gonna do that. I ain't got to one yet. That's a good back there. I see the future for that.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, and see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got. Defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good start. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive
That's what I'm talking about.
Essentially every blade of grass. That go out there to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
Boy, can you get the Super Bowl?
And a punt team on now as this one's sent away. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens will take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Running right, this is Ingram. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. And he'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down now, it's Ingram. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. On third down, Mark Ingram. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
All right.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. It's a give to the right, Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part of getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram in the final seconds of the first half as the Ravens push further out in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Take it, Mama, baby. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, here's Breida. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. One, Omaha.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back now in Baltimore. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Here we go, here we go. 21.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
13.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdown.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeForest Buckner, the offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
Oh, man.
Escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the lot. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Good game, man. Fuck! You're not good, though, okay? I just want you to know that.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Had to go run and get Lamar, man.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing now is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
man.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
His wife, looks, we saw her face, that's not really something just being dramatic with it or whatever, being sensitive and whatnot. She looks like what we do, she was looking at her.
Now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
He does that, but last night, it really was the last night, he's holding, I look up to, not strong, I can get my arm free, but I have to, pull my hold it. Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Don't touch me. I have to say something and just be big freak. You're not touching me.
No. Stop being rude. You're not getting in trouble for what? Tell somebody to stop touching me? I don't give a hell no. If you get
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
It doesn't matter, though.
Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do
to
neutralize home field
though.
advantage. Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
Here we go. 20.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short.
Shot here.
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
What are you going to get in trouble for?
Line of scrimmage.
Or it's a creepy ass old man that keep on trying to touch on you and rub on you and shit, and you don't want that.
Once again, they run with Breida on
Like,
first
you get in
down.
trouble for that shit, then
They
fuck
give him
them.
4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, it's Coleman. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
There's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
I never said that. I'm not even saying that to you. No, it's not.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
It is not hard to speak up and say something. When something makes you feel uncomfortable, if I was touching on you, you don't have no fucking touch me. If I don't want you to touch me, like, I'm going to be like, bro, what? Get off me. Period. Man, woman, whoever, like, get off me.
I'm just trying to say, it's like, it is hard. They're not winning for a very long time.
You make it hard. It's not hard. Stop making it hard. Like for example, when I'm like, if you don't yank your arm away from him and tell me get off and stop touching you, the first thing you said was, well, what if I get in trouble? Like, what about, fuck if you get in trouble? Like, what about you, your personal self? What about you?
They have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you will take that type of result on each and every attempt.
I'm trying to tell you, like, why is it hard to do this? Because sometimes
draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the second quarter.
Cousins the thrower. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
I know, but the thing that makes me upset is that we've already talked about this before, and I know that it makes you uncomfortable. But are you going to keep continuing to make it, let it make you uncomfortable, or are you going to do something about it? Because if you're not, then I am. Because you're not in this alone, and that's what I'm telling you. Like, if I'm your man and we partners, like, then I'm going to get upset about shit like this, especially after we've already talked about this specific situation right here. So, yes, I'm going to get upset. And then it's like, okay, well, if you're not going to do something, then I am. And if I'm doing something, it's not going to be good.
Cousins on target to Diggs. 5 yards
No.
on the catch there.
What I'm telling you is what I just said. I'm not saying what you should not have told me. That's what I'm saying to you.
Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Have you done anything to stop it? Have you ever even told TJ or David or Leo or anybody else other than me?
Throwing again on second down. Cousins.
And I told you don't ever go over by there or anything. I know, I didn't say that you did. But listen. Which is even worse. Like, what I'm saying. Okay, I mean, yes, I want you to say, we're saying the same thing.
One of the advantages of zone defenses I remembered is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Give to Cook out of the gun.
All right.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
From the 36, Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. All right, CD, let's take a step back. Look at the AFC playoff picture with just 3 weeks to go. Hard to believe. Essentially, I think it's 7 teams for 6 spots right now. The Ravens are in, looking good for the number 1 seed at 11-2, essentially with a 2-game lead over the 10-3 Pats, who they beat in Week 9. Then what, we got Chiefs in the West leading right now. Texans currently ahead in the AFC South. How about that wild card picture?
Yeah, how about Buffalo? They had a tough loss at home to Baltimore, but boy, they're playing awfully well. And guess what? They go to New England next week. That game could have big ramifications. And the Steelers, how are they 8-5 on their 3rd, maybe essentially 4th quarterback of the year since they traded Josh Dobbs in preseason? Incredible job Mike Tomlin has done as the head coach there. But the team to keep an eye out for in the AFC South, the Tennessee Titans.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, as we hit the home stretch of the regular season, just 3 weeks left. Let's look at the slate for Week 15, some of the more intriguing games. Houston and Tennessee, that's a big one in the AFC South. Rams going to Dallas, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, that's a Sunday night game. And then Charles Davis, he'll be taking his park into the frozen tundra. You've got Chicago at Green Bay this week.
Certainly do, and I'll take a heck of a lot more than just my parka. I will look like Bib the Michelin Man when it's all said and done. I will be bundled to the gills. A high of 27 expected at kickoff. But let's face it, how much fun will that be? Another historic Bears-Packers game, and a game where the Bears have to have it, and the Packers trying to hold on to the number 2 seed. Houston at Tennessee, so intriguing. Houston just got jumped on by Denver. But these teams will meet twice in the last 3 weeks. A division title may be at stake. The Rams have to win. Dallas can actually afford a loss and still win their division, which sounds crazy. And Buffalo needs a big victory in order to make that New England game possibly mean a division crown. That's going to be fun when they go to Pittsburgh.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 22, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Barely got the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Starting the third quarter with Cook. Space to maneuver at the 40. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. You got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Well, folks, we gave you a glance at the AFC playoff picture. Let's talk NFC playoff picture. Bit of a shakeup because the Niners and the Saints game and then the Seahawks and the Rams. So San Fran back up the top spot. Then you have the Packers who beat Washington moving up to number 2. The Saints with the loss. Try to follow all this. They drop down this spot. But it's a critical one as they lose that first-round bye, and then we're still awaiting resolution on the Cowboys and the Eagles in the NFC East seeding.
Yeah, this is going to be a crazy deal because essentially San Francisco and Seattle had kind of been trading back and forth. And after Sunday night's games, San Francisco holds that spot. But remember, those two play Week 17. It could all be decided then. The Saints have already locked down the NFC South. They're trying to get one of those top 2 seeds, as you mentioned. But the race for these wild cards, Minnesota sitting right there holding the number 6 spot. They're a game ahead of the Rams, who are really hot right now. And the Bears, after whacking the Cowboys last week, they're hanging in there as well.
But as you're alluding to, I mean, Seattle drops from the number 1 seed all the way down to the number 5 seed in one day. Of course, a lot can change in the final 3 weeks.
And just think, a lot of people wondering, how does the NFC East get a home game by winning that division? This is going to be one of those years people will talk about reseeding based on absolute overall record.
Yeah, because it's not out of the question that either the 49ers or the Seahawks could be 13-3 and be a wild card team.
Here we go. 180!
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say...
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. This is complete. Cousins to Treadwell. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches. Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Madison running on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Again, it's Cook. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On first down, it's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Cook running right. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Bailey's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he? Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. It was Andrew Sendejo from his strong safety spot able to make the play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You are not good, bro. I don't know why you feel like you think you're good, bro. You won, though.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done.
Even though they didn't finish it off,